Nice guys finish last. Women love to pretend like that's not the case, and the way they move about, that is totally 100% the case. But the way they present the story is, oh yeah, I was going through all these evil men, they just used and abused me, and then I finally was like, I need to settle down with a good man. And then they think you're the good man to settle down with, and they tell you that story as if you're the person they were waiting for this whole time. No. They went out there, got used and abused by plenty of men that they thought they could qualify for, and it didn't. Now they just want to settle for you, thinking, oh, now you're the prize because they chose you. Now.
You know, back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones.
So drug dealers?
I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me, drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed. Marry the nerd.
A couple of days ago, I accidentally went viral for a video I did last week.
They don't even realize they put their own husbands on blast by saying these things and doing these things. It's like, girl, you called your husband a nerd, and you're using that as a derogatory term. Not using it as like, oh my God, he's so nerdy, he's just so cool. No.
Telling women to marry a nerd. I also made the cardinal mistake of admitting to having sex before I met my husband. I'm guilty of the exact same thing their mother is, having sex. I'm not guilty of having sex with a dumbass. That's true, but still. In my video, all I was trying to do was tell women to not have sex with the type of men who produced the dudes in my comments. And men from all across the internet are making think pieces about it. You know, I'm a slut, I'm a skank, I got trains run on me, my husband was my last option, I settled, he settled, may this love never find me, that kind of thing. And before I met my husband, I used to eat men like that, like the ones in my comments, alive for funsies. And I know the joke, oh, you used to swallow dick. Oh, God, make better
Someone's
jokes.
coping hard.
You guys have been telling the same fucking jokes since like the Salem witch trial. Like, you know in The Wizard of Oz when the lion...
Maybe if you stop doing the same things as the Salem witch trials, we probably would stop using the same stuff.
And tries to scare Dorothy, and she like goes like, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, oh, I'm actually like, I just need some courage. Like, a lot of you are just trying to figure out how to be a man.
What did the Godfather say? Sign language. Just nothing but pure, unadulterated sign language.
And that's how it comes through. Like, you're really that mad that you took time out from your job at Publix to do a 45-second think piece on a married woman.
45 seconds? That's what you call a think piece? Okay.
So let's unpack this for a second, because I did see the video previously and I neglected to react to it because I didn't think anything was really to it. I didn't watch any of the other guys' think pieces, but I'm assuming that just based off of
her reaction,
looking at her and realizing that she's throwing ad hominem attacks and she doesn't like the response to it, while at the same time leaving a video up. How do I know that the video is still up? Because somebody sent me this one. I remembered her, and then I went to her profile and I went and see if the video was still up, and it is still up. And the message that she is giving is very much aligned with what it is that she's mad about. And if she didn't care about it, then she wouldn't be making a response video to it. But she cares about it, and she's doing the and all of that stuff and the Wizard of Oz and everything. But the reality is this, and again, I have not seen any of the other think pieces or anything like this, but let's just keep it 100, bro. She said, I used to be with the dudes with the slides and the Nike Techs. That's bad. And the first thing that I think is...
We know exactly who those guys are. They're the worst of the trappers and the rappers and whatever there are.
Happening. And she may not care about it, but she put the video out, and I'm sure he's seen it, and she's probably disgusted with him. Is that it's embarrassing to her husband that she said she used to be with guys with Nike Tech Fits and the slides. because it's basically painting him out to be a sucker. Now, she may not think that because she's looking at...
They never do. They think it's a compliment telling men, oh, I settled for you. Yeah, I had this awesome Chad, this Tyrone, laid it down like, but you, I like you. You make good money. You take care of me.
At it from a woman's lens and a woman's perspective. But to the world, she's presenting him out to be a sucker. Real talk. Now, she wants to come on here and say, well, the only thing that I'm guilty of is having sex before marriage. No. The thing that you painted, again, because we can only go based off of what she said, the image that you painted was that you were guilty with messing with dudes that didn't give a fuck about you.
You're for the streets.
Right? And they just wanted to slide on you and dog you out and get the best of you. And then you left your husband, and then it makes it seem like your husband has gotten the best of the rest of you. And now he the sucker that got caught up putting the kids to bed and valuing you more than the person that you gave your virginity to. And let's just be clear. It's not cool to have sex before marriage for these women that keep on promoting this lifestyle.
Correct. I mean, if they were to have sex before marriage, at least to a man that is equal to the man that you're going to end up with, right? Oh, it's a guy that was doing well in life, was doing all these things, it just didn't end up working. Sure. But when you see women just rappers and trappers and getting flown out, yeah.
And so now she wants to come back and try to defend herself and say the only thing that I was saying is that you shouldn't have sex or you shouldn't be getting intimate with men that don't necessarily care about you. But that's exactly what you said that you did. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not just about what you said. What you said was bad enough as far as embarrassing yourself, but it also embarrasses the person that you're with. And y'all may try to cope with it, or you try to make seem like, or he may even say, well, honey, I don't care, none of that stuff. Guys care about that type of stuff. They do care. And just because you double down and just...
You know, I always say it. I don't care about what people think, but I do care about my image. I don't want you to be tarnishing my image.
Just because you throwing ad hominem attacks, and just because you're attacking people for attacking what you said, your argument, now you want to get in your feelings and get emotional about it, and, you know, it's your fault. That's just your fault.
Talking to other women, I don't see the masculinity in it.
A lot of you glitch when you hear that a woman has had sex before she met you because you know.
No, that's not what we glitch over. We glitch over that you were for the streets and now you're trying to present yourself that you're so good that you got a good man.
That you could never measure up in real life. All that practice you've had in your room in the dark with the flashlight. You know the thing with the vagina on the end, but it looks like a...
Yeah, she's coping right now.
Right.
It becomes an attack. She's trying to get away from what she's...
Again, she acts like women aren't the main users of sex toys. They are the number one demographic. You guys have bunnies. You guys have things that go in and out. You guys got things that suck. What are you talking about? Men may be using fleshlights?
Said and how she embarrassed him. And I suspect that she left the video up because she don't want to seem like she's cowering out about it. And so now she's going on offense, going on the attack for people, reacting to what she put out.
Down.
And she didn't have to put that out. And she didn't expect for it to go viral. But let's listen to all the insults that she has because she's lashing out at guys that ultimately looked at what she said and took it at face value.
Like a nightlight. You already know that you would never measure up in real life. And a woman who has had sex with a human would know that. Which is why a woman having sex before she met you scares the shit out of you because you know you're cooked.
I saw this study the other day that said 50% of you have never even asked a woman out in real life. Guys, 50% of you have never even grown the cajones it requires to walk your little ass across the street and ask a woman you think is attractive for her number. And
y'all need to get y'all girl off the internet immediately, bro. Get your girl from talking too much off the internet. The internet is still in its infancy, and it's a lot that we have not learned that is going to live forever. And trust me, as a person that is a content creator, and I do well over 50 to 100 million views a month, get your girl
150 to 1 million views.
from talking too much on the internet. Steph Curry went through it. LeBron James go through it a little bit. John down the street goes through it a little bit. Stop them, bro. Stop them, please.
Asian women are pretty strong with this too, right? If they're like more Americanized. Yeah.
My comments trying to flame me for dating 10 years ago, baby, it's giving you're a virgin who can't drive. I use the euphemism, look it up.
The virgin thing.
Of dirty socks to talk to women who is my main target about dating the type of men that ultimately don't align with you long term. Now, the men I dated were in like law school, med school, like, you know, working at Goldman Sachs and stuff like that.
Right. That's why they were wearing socks with Nike slides, right?
So like, it was a euphemism. I wasn't actually talking about like you, like, no. Y'all are the same dudes talking about Russell Wilson's so gay. Can you imagine stepping up and like raising a child that wasn't yours?
It's all cap.
Of course women are going to praise simps that go after single mothers and take care of them.
Before your shift at the Piggly Wiggly, the audacity. The same men who tell women who have had children that they're run through. Like your mom was. Like, the misogyny is never gonna fly for me. I'm entirely too smart. And frankly speaking, I blame my father. I have entirely too much money at my disposal to give a shit.
The amount of you that look like demigorgons, like true demigorgons.
Now you look like
telling women that they are passed around. Sorry, hold on. The married women
all
in my
of this
comments
is
are like, yeah, I love my IT nerd. I love my software engineer. I love my neurosurgeon. And you guys heard nerd.
All of this is coping, bro.
Right, cope. No, we heard nerd when you settled down. Then we also heard I dealt with the rappers and trappers the whole time until I wanted to settle down.
What? Exactly. A nerd, here, I'll put the definition here. You can find definitions of all kinds in a dictionary. It's a book that has words in it. We'll talk about it later. A nerd is just somebody who's really smart. I just told women to marry smart men. That's it. I married a smart guy. I didn't marry a smart guy because I trapped him. I married a smart guy because we were both at the same grad school. And we ran into each other. That's probably why I don't run into you. Do you know the kind of man it takes to deal with me every day? My mouth?
Yeah, a sip.
This is all coping.
The only man I ever met I didn't want to eviscerate. I married the only man I ever met I didn't want to flame and break apart because I could. But you make it easy. And I look at your comments and you guys basically circle jerking each other. And all that comes through to me is...
This is bad. This is very bad.
How unoriginal. And how small you are.
How sad this woman is. Again, she's so happy with her life and everything, but comments on the internet are making her so upset that she had to make so much videos and a video about how shitty men are.
I think a lot of you have a humiliation kink, and I didn't go to school for that, but I'm a fast study. If you would like me to continue to humiliate you, you're gonna have to pay me for it though. So I'll send my Venmo and my Cash App.
So you're well off and rich, but now you're dry begging.
And my PayPal. You can send me money and we can do this offline.
Straight up dry begging.
Yeah, this is a coping mechanism. I'm not gonna get into all of that. The reality is that she said what she said. People did not misconstrue what she said and they translated it effectively. And now she's trying to clean it up and then she's going on an offensive and trying to insult the people instead of just having a conversation or taking the video down or, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do what you want to do, but you can't complain about people when you put the video out publicly. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
It's true. You put it on the internet. That's why I cover a lot of videos of like other creators creating videos about their feelings and stuff. And they get upset. They're like, oh, why did you react to my stuff? You put it on the internet. You literally put it on YouTube for people to watch. And I gave you an extra view by watching it and then reacting to it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.